Okay, well, Jada Pinkett Smith is the executive producer, and she is the star of a new television show called Hawthorne. We've seen it. It's a pleasure to watch. She plays a chief nursing officer who never forgets who she really is working for. Take a look.
You're off your cases for the rest of the day. I want you to stay by his side, and I want you to pray that he bounces back.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm very serious. Marshall just put a bullseye on your back and my entire nursing staff. I've got an executive committee meeting this afternoon. I'm going to catch hell for this because of you. So yes, do your penance. And you be glad you still have a job.
Whose side are you on?
Right now, the patient's.
Oh, but right now she's on our side. Please welcome back Jada Pinkett Smith. We're very happy to have you. We should point out that sitting in the green room, because he doesn't want to come out, you want to talk about a relationship? Who's in our green room? Okay. I mentioned that, but this is Jada. This is Jada with her. Okay. But you know, you're the executive producer, you star in this, but you haven't done anything on television in, what, 18 years?
18 years.
So, what brought you back? Well, she has been a couple of kids, couple of movies,
married,
you know, whatever.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I vowed I would never go back to television because it was so hard.
It was hard? What was so hard about
Just the pace. It was very intense.
Not the 19 hours a day?
And the 19 hours a day, you know. But I felt like at this particular point in my life, I needed it.
Why?
I needed a grind. I was getting complacent. I really was. I was getting complacent, and there was a couple of skills that I needed to tighten. My producerial skills, my storytelling skills, and I needed to get back in front of the camera so I can remember what actors need when they're in front of the camera, because shortly I'll be directing. So,
really?
Nice. So this is a transitional period.
This is a transitional period for me.
But if this show takes off, you'll be doing this for years.
Yeah, which is fine. Okay. You know, it's 3 months. 3 months out of the year, so, you know, I have the rest of the months to
That's the beauty of these shows.
Things. That's
not
right.
like us. We work all the time.
I do this with her all the time. I say, best job in television. Oh.
It is.
Anyway.
Now, Jada, in your show, you play Christina Hawthorne. You're a chief nursing officer in a Richmond hospital. Yep. Your mother is also a retired nurse. So is this in some way, are you basing this on your mom?
I am.
Kind of a little homage?
Yeah, and she's still a nurse. Yeah. She's still an RN, so she can, when I release her, when I free her up, she tends to help friends out in hospitals in Baltimore. But yeah, this is an homage to her. That's one of the reasons why I was so drawn to the project, because my mother raised me as a single parent. Christina's a single parent on the show, and she's a nurse. And my mother ran an inner city clinic in Baltimore for women.
Wow.
And so...
what a resource.
Yeah.
Right? For just even...
For everything.
For everything. And I guess, is it... So your mom, obviously the influence is there. And then is it true that Will is he a ghost producer for the show too? So it's like a family affair.
Yeah, well, everything that we do is a family affair. You know, because, you know, just like he's here with me today. Everything that we do together.
You know, I was reading that you said that you keep the marriage going because you move the romance around.
I do.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
How do you move it around?
He is in the green room. I'm just letting you know.
How do you move it around?
You tell us this.
With 2 kids, especially 3 kids. But...
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, and Will and I are very adventurous. I'll put it that way. So we.
Listen, at 18 years, you got to be adventurous.
That's what I'm telling you. You have to be. So it's nice.
About the kitchen table? I mean, what are you talking about?
Well, it might not necessarily be our kitchen table.
Oh, you're a traveling romantic couple.
Wow. Do we need to be worried about what's going on in the green room?
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, you never know.
During the break.
With the 3 kids who are now actors.
Yes.
How's that working for you? Because I know that you are a mom who makes sure everything is supposed to be in order. How's that for you doing the show now and watching over what's going on with them?
Well, you know, that's why I have my mother. You know, I pull her and I say, Mom, I really need, because she's very organized. So she helps me stay organized. You know, Jaden right now is in rehearsals for Karate Kid, because as soon as I'm done July 2nd.
Right.
I'm on a plane July 3rd to Beijing for 2.5 months.
Right.
Because he starts shooting Kung Fu Kid.
Right.
So,
You're going to Beijing because Will is...
No,
her son.
because Jaden is shooting.
Yeah.
So you not only have to worry about being with a husband, you got to worry about being with a kid.
Absolutely. Yeah. But it's been helpful, too, because Will's not working. But it just takes a lot of communication.
Get a job, Number one box office star in the world, but you know, you can't always get a job.
He's got a job. That's helping me with Hawthorne. That's his job right now.
It's so many things that come out about you and Will in the tabloids, so much gossip, you know what's out there. And you say that that kind of gossip does not bother you. You know, let people talk. How come you feel that way?
Because it's like once people stop talking, then what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and Will and I, we understand. We know what our truths are. So we're not here to dispel any myths or, you know, we live our lives. That's what we do. So you either ride with us or you don't. Well, you know.
And so far, you've been doing it like real good.
It's been good. It's been good.
What makes, if you have to give one line about what makes the marriage work, with all of the distractions.
Sex, she told you.
Yeah, really.
That's one word.
Adventurous.
Yeah, I mean, good. You know, really, for Will and I, it's, I really think being friends, because in all honesty, in relationships, there are moments where the passion dies down, the fire goes out, and you get to some real bumps in the road when you're like, I'm done, okay? And so it's the friendship part.
And also a sense of humor, I think, helps a lot.
Well, the two of them. What you don't know about Jada is that she is also a comedian.
She does everything. She even is in a band.
Coffin.
Well, all I can say is after you've said that there are the ups and downs, when you walk into the green room, that man, you're off your feet, right on the table. I'm telling you.
But see, that's what's lovely, though. That's what's lovely.
You are both terrific people, and we love having you on, and we love whenever we see Will. So
thank you.
Thank you so much. We want to tell you that Hawthorne, and you will enjoy it. It premieres tonight at 9 on TNT. She's our strong, tough nurse. We'll be right back.